So let's hop right into this, you guys. So, how to build an effective email list. The first step is you want to have a free offer or a bribe. Now, this can be either physical or it can be digital. So, if you are in the services industry, you can create something such as an ebook, an audio file, you can create a checklist, a calendar, whatever is going to be relevant to your target market. Now, if you are in the product side of it, if you can do something physical such as a sample, you can do a product giveaway, things of that nature. And even if if you're in the product business, if you do not or you don't want to send something to people, you can actually follow the steps of what someone would do in the digital world by creating like an audio book or an ebook or a checklist or something like that. But you want to have something that is going to be important enough or valuable enough for your target market to actually opt in order to receive it. So the next step is a contact form. So this is how you're actually going to be able to um, manage those leads that are actually coming in. Some people use like Google Docs. You can also use, when I first got started, you guys, I was using my blog. Like I was on WordPress, and WordPress allows you to create a contact form on the blog. As responses started to get a little bit overwhelming, I eventually moved off of that and then enrolled in an email marketing system. So now I use that email marketing platform to actually create the contact list. Um, the third step is you want to deliver as promised. So if you are actually sending something out, you want to send it in a relatively timely manner, right? You still want it to be fresh in their mind, but you also don't want them to feel like they got gypped and then they start leaving you like these negative reviews or telling people like, nah, that's fake, that's phony. I wish I never gave this person my information, or whatever people say. And if it's going to be something digital, you can actually set it up so that they receive it instantly. Like once they actually download, enter the form. Like some forms allow them to go to the very next page to download it, or you can send it to them via email. So you want to deliver as promised whatever the valuable offer was. Now, the fourth step is to follow up. So, of course, the saying is out of sight, out of mind. Now, of course, with most people, it takes them about 6 to 7 times to see your name, your brand, in order to build up that brand recognition and to build trust in you. So, you don't want to just give them something once and never ever talk to them again. So, I have several different email lists. The example that I'm about to show you now is for customers, right? So with my customers, luckily I don't have to do this, but anyone who I enroll into my back office for, as far as the customer side, they actually receive emails on my behalf every day. So it's going to be helpful tips as well as sales and marketing promotion. So I do not have to do that. This is why I'm saying how to automate the business, is because a lot of this is going to be going on in the background for me where I'm literally doing nothing. um, but you do want to follow up. If you do not have that in place, or if you're not even focusing on customers but valuable content to your audience, you at least want to contact them periodically, right? Think about like how many times you would like for someone to reach out to you. You don't want to be overbearing, but at the same time, you don't want them to forget all about you. And then the fifth and final step is to add them to a Facebook group. So the reason why I'm saying Facebook group, it can be Facebook Messenger, is you want to have a way to form two-way communication. Because what happens usually is once a person opts into your offer and they get what they wanted, they usually they don't really check the email that much after that. Like if you think about it, how much spam do you have in your email folder right now? So a lot of people, they check the email once to get whatever it is that they wanted, and then they go back to doing their daily habits and they don't check the email after that. So it's a proven fact that more people would check Facebook before they check their email. Like most people, when they wake up in the morning, they check Facebook before they check their email. So you want to be able to still keep in contact with them. Now, I'm not saying the email list is pointless, you guys. I actually love the idea of an email list because it's a great way to actually maintain all of your hard work in gaining those contacts. So, for example, let's just say Facebook shut down your account today. Like, I don't know why they would, but let's just say it happened. you really wouldn't have a way to get in contact with those people. Like, of course, people say, well, you can just download your friends. Well, I did that. For me, I didn't get my friend's email address. I know with LinkedIn, you get their email address if you export your data, but with Facebook, I didn't get that. So I don't know if it's something new or something that's changed, but pretty much I just got the names, pictures, and stuff like that, but I didn't get an email. So if they do, whatever, but you still have to remember to actually download that contact's information. So, at least with the list, you are in charge of it. And let's just say for any reason you actually launch a new business, you have a new product promotion going on, you have a way to actually follow up with people to notify them of what's going on. If you have a new business, you can pretty much jumpstart your business because now you already have people that have you've built rapport with them. They know, like, and trust you from your previous interactions. So, build a list and also make sure that you are having another way to get in contact with them. So if it's a Facebook group, Facebook Messenger, like if you want to add them on Instagram, whatever, right? So for me personally, I actually include this in their confirmation page. So once they opt into my offer, the next page takes them to a page where they can join the Facebook group. And then also, once I've sent them the what I'm going to show you in this next page, I actually email them and also email them to include um, my Facebook group and also where to purchase the products. So let's go into a live example of this. This is actually something that I'm doing currently, like right now, you guys. So I am looking for new skincare customers. So, like I said, I wanted to do something that was relevant to my target market, something that they would find valuable. For me, I like to send out samples. And when I think about samples, I think about like if you were to go to the department store and you walked past a fragrance kiosk, like they usually be like, hey, try this sample, right? So to me, I'm just transitioning it online. Now, of course, if you don't want to send out samples, you can do like an ebook or a checklist, like the top 10 things to do to get clear skin, or the top 10 foods you want to stay away from to avoid acne, whatever you think is going to be relevant to your audience. So, in this picture that you see here, it says, more skincare samples are heading out. Did I miss anyone? And then I say, complete the form, and I show them the link to fix the form. There's actually a picture of the envelopes, like that's what you see on the screen. Now, a couple of days ago, I made the original post and it was just saying as promised because my audience is used to me doing this. So I was like, as promised, I'm sending out samples. Would anybody be interested in trying a new skincare regimen? And they actually go to the form, which I'm about to show you now. So on this form, can we scroll? Oh, yes, we can scroll up. Okay. So I created this form. It literally took me less than 5 minutes, right? And the first thing that you see that it asks for is their email. So it's also going to cover their name, their mailing address, because I'm sending things out. And then it has a brief questionnaire. So that way I can determine what type of skin they have as well as their skincare concerns. Now, with this, of course, I said I was going to get their email so that way I have permanent communication with them. And so that way I can enroll them in my back office. So that way they are receiving daily emails from me. I can also notify them of any type of product changes or things like that, which is another reason why I do have the questionnaire to determine their skin type. So it doesn't show on this screen, but one of the questions that it asks is, do you have dry to very dry skin? So let's say one of my potential customers checks that box. If we have a new product that's coming out, I can say, hey, Sarah, um, I know you have dry to very dry skin. I just wanted to let you know that we got this awesome new product that's coming out. It's specifically for you. It's actually going to guarantee you at least 48 hours of moisturization. Um, you need to check this out. And that way I can continue to build the relationship. I can upsell her if I like. Now, in the email that I sent to them, I said that I direct them to the group, right? This group here, I just created this group. So I'm gaining new people in this group from putting the group information on the confirmation page to this, as well as emailing them. But I'm looking for testimonials so that way we can develop a sense of community and I can hear people's feedback about the products. Okay. And also, I can talk to them. I can communicate with them. So one question that someone had is like, what if I don't want to add people to my Facebook friends list? So I'm doing this on my Facebook business page. So with that being said, they're not my friend. Okay. So you can still do this and not have to add them to your friends list. Okay. So now let's talk about the results. So people are like, okay, is it working? So this is actually a screenshot of my emails. So for this, now I have several different lists, but this one is a customer list. This is for skincare. So I named this How to Get Beautiful Skin. That's what I chose for it to be. And as you can see, like new subscriber, new subscriber, new subscriber. And this is actually going on in the background, you guys. Like I'm out walking the dog, I'm out at the grocery store, I'm exercising, I'm doing so many things, and this is actually what's going on in the background for me. Now, the thing is this, most people think, okay, you create an offer and automatically people are just going to be attracted to that offer and you do absolutely nothing. That is incorrect. In order for the offer to be effective, you have to actually market it. So let's talk about how to get traffic to your offer. You can do this organically. If you have already built your social media influence, and I covered this in like one of my previous videos using the BEAD formula. If you've already built your social media influence, people know, like, and trust you. So if you post this, they're going to automatically at least trust you enough to give you their personal information to move forward with the process. If you are just getting started and you do not have that social media influence, you can do this through special interest groups such as on Facebook. So, for example, some groups, the administrators, is it called administrator? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Some of them actually have what they call like freebie day. So it could be like a freebie Friday or something where you actually give something away to that audience. It's going to be free to you, but it's going to be very valuable to them. So if you are in some groups that offer that, you can be like, hey, I have this great offer. This is, I'm giving away these type of tips for anybody looking for this, or I'm actually looking for more skincare customers and I wanted to actually let you guys try it out. And you can post in that thread and you can get new people that way. Now, of course, the downside to growing organically is the fact that one, your results may be minimal, especially if you do not have that social media influence. Okay, so like for me, I'm kind of like built an influence on multiple social media platforms. So even like I have this on Twitter, you guys. So with that being said, I'm getting people organically. But the downside is that it could be minimal if you don't have a following already. You can't really gauge it because people are coming in. It's just like if somebody is walking into the store, like you don't know who's going to walk into the store, right? And you can't really scale it. Like if you want a bigger response, other than like you can't really scale it. You can try to like, oh, let me post in 10 groups, and then you'll get banned or blocked for spamming. But it could be great if you have that social media influence. It could be free advertising for you. And then the second one is paid advertising. So this is where you're actually targeting people who have an interest in your specific industry or niche, and you target them and you drive traffic into your opt-in offer, such as Facebook ads or anything like that. So of course that is going to be another cost. Like one thing to think about is when you're building a business online, is you are either going to invest time or you're going to invest money, and a lot of times you're going to be investing both. Okay. So you have to pick and choose which one you want to do. If you want faster results, you're probably going to want to go for the paid advertising. If you want this to build up over time, organically. Now, you still want to make sure that you are doing organic work because you never know who's going to opt in, like especially if you are purposely out there connecting with people. So, for example, I love networking with people. I also have a digital business card. So on my digital business card, it has a link to this offer. It has a link to a couple of my offers. So people can actually opt in. If someone goes to my Facebook account, my Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever account they go to, like sometimes people go to the account, they try to figure you out and things like that. And if they click on any of the links, because they're on my digital business card, if they click on it, they're going to see this offer. So they might not request for me to be a friend, but at least they saw the offer, okay? So this is how I've been building almost like on autopilot, you guys, because people are opting in, they're getting their offer, and I'm following up with them through a series of emails. And now that I have the free Facebook group available, that way I can communicate with them but I'm not hassling anybody. I'm not really prospecting. There's nothing wrong with prospecting, but I'm not hassling anybody. I'm not prospecting anybody. And people are literally coming in to me, but also at the same time, they're highly targeted because I'm giving them something that they want. Like when you're prospecting, you need to actually qualify a person. This offer is actually qualifying them for me. So that is my tip for today. I hope to help. I'll catch you guys on the next one.